Twice a day, 2 minutes. 32 adult teeth. That is the modern idea of a healthy mouth. Every morning, you stand near clean water, put toothpaste on a toothbrush, move it across your teeth, rinse, and walk away as if this is normal. At night, you are supposed to do it again. If something is stuck, there is floss. If your breath feels wrong, there is mouthwash. If a tooth hurts, there is a dentist, a mirror, a bright lamp, and tools made for problems you cannot fix alone. Modern life makes tooth care feel simple, but the familiar toothbrush is not ancient. One often-cited bristle toothbrush appeared in China around 1498. Nylon bristles arrived in the 20th century, around 1938. That means the tool most people imagine when they hear brush your teeth is extremely new compared with the long story of human mouths. For most of human history, there was no toothbrush, no toothpaste tube, no fluoride routine, no dental floss, no mouthwash, no bathroom sink, no dental clinic, no modern drill, no clean plastic tool waiting every morning to scrape yesterday's food away. There was only the mouth, the teeth, and whatever the world put between them. Meat, roots, seeds, nuts, berries, fibers, grit, tough plants, smoke-dried food, hard shells, tiny stones from grinding, sticky fragments trapped after a meal, chewed food left behind in places the tongue could not easily reach. And teeth were not decoration. They were survival tools. Before blenders, soft bread, packaged snacks, cooked noodles, protein shakes, and modern processed food, teeth had to do serious work. They had to bite, tear, crush, grind, break, hold, chew, and turn the outside world into something the body could swallow. So the question is not whether ancient humans had perfect teeth. They did not. The real question is more practical. How did ancient humans keep their mouths working before toothbrushes made daily cleaning feel easy? A human mouth is not just a smile. It is a food processing machine. An adult mouth usually has 32 permanent teeth. Each type has a job. Front teeth cut. Canines grip and tear. Molars crush and grind. Together, they turn food into energy before the stomach ever gets involved. If that system failed, survival became harder. A sore tooth could make someone chew on only one side. A cracked tooth could turn hard food into a problem. A missing tooth could change what someone could eat. A swollen area could slow every meal. If infection spread, the danger could move beyond the tooth itself. Even without modern germ theory, people could understand one thing clearly. A mouth that hurt made life harder. And every meal left something behind. Fibers could stay between teeth. Meat could catch near the gums. Seeds could leave hard pieces in the mouth. Ground plants could bring grit. Sticky food could cling to surfaces. Some leftovers were swallowed. Some were pushed away by the tongue. Some were loosened by water. Some were scraped away by rough food. But some remained. That remaining material mattered because the mouth is alive. Bacteria live there. Saliva moves there. Food changes there. Soft buildup can form on teeth. In some cases, that buildup hardens into dental calculus, the mineralized material archaeologists can still study thousands of years later. To us, calculus sounds like a hygiene problem. To archaeologists, it can be evidence. To ancient humans, it was also a chewing problem. A mouth did not need to look modern to survive. It did not need a bright white smile. It did not need perfectly polished enamel. But it had to keep working. Then, around 10,000 years ago, farming began changing diets in many places. Stored grains, softer cooked foods, and more carbohydrate-rich meals could change the balance inside the mouth. But this was not the same everywhere. Hunter-gatherer diets, farming diets, coastal diets, desert diets, and forest diets all created different mouths. Ancient teeth were not one story. They were many stories written in enamel, wear, pain, and buildup. One reason ancient mouths survived was that food was different. Much of it was not soft, sweet, and processed the way modern food often is. Many meals demanded work from the jaw. Tough roots, fibrous plants, seeds, nuts, dried meat, shellfish, harder textures, food that pulled, scraped, resisted, and forced the mouth to keep moving. That texture may have helped clean the teeth in some ways. Not perfectly, not like a toothbrush. But chewing fibrous food could scrape surfaces. Tough plant matter could rub against enamel. Water could rinse loose particles. Saliva could move through the mouth and soften food. The tongue could search for trapped pieces. Fingers may have removed what felt stuck. In some places, people may have used small twigs, plant fibers, grass stems, or other natural materials to pick, rub, or clean parts of the mouth. This was not modern dentistry. It was practical survival. Remove what bothered you. Rinse when water was available. Use the tongue. Use fingers. Chew. Pick. Scrape. Avoid the side that hurt. Learn which foods were harder on the teeth. Keep eating because eating could not stop. But rough food had a second effect. It could clean and damage at the same time. A fibrous meal might scrape away some soft material, but grit from grinding stones could wear enamel for years. Hard seeds could stress teeth. Tough roots could demand pressure. Dried meat could pull. Shell fragments could scratch. A diet that made teeth useful could also make teeth shorter, flatter, cracked, or painful over time. So ancient humans were not protected by some magical natural diet. They were living in a trade-off. Less modern sugar in many places did not mean no dental problems. More chewing did not mean perfect teeth. More texture did not mean clean mouths. It meant the mouth was working constantly, and constant work always leaves marks. Different groups had different answers. Some ate more meat, some ate more plants. Some ate more roots, nuts, fish, shellfish, seeds, cooked food, or stored grain. Some had water nearby. Some lived in dry places. Some may have used plant materials for cleaning. Some may have done very little beyond chewing, rinsing, and using the tongue. What mattered most was function. The mouth did not need to look modern. It needed to keep turning food into energy. The strange thing is that ancient mouth problems can still survive, not as clean teeth, as evidence. Dental calculus, the hardened buildup on teeth, can trap tiny traces of life. Food particles, plant remains, proteins, microbes, smoke, dust, minerals. Clues about diet, environment, health, and daily habits long after the person is gone. A tooth can become a map. A tiny piece of calculus can point toward what someone ate, what plants entered the mouth, what microbes lived there, and how daily life changed over time. To a modern person, calculus is something to remove. To an archaeologist, it can be an archive. This is why ancient teeth matter so much. They show that the mouth was never simple. It was a place where food, bacteria, minerals, saliva, water, smoke, plants, meat, grit, and habits all met. Every meal left a trace. Every chewing pattern shaped the teeth. Every diet created a different mouth. And when diets changed, mouths changed too. As farming spread in some regions, more stored grains and carbohydrate-rich meals could feed different bacteria. Tooth decay could become more common in some populations. But again, this was not universal. Climate, cooking, culture, food choice, water access, and daily habits all mattered. Ancient teeth were not perfect. They could wear down, they could crack, they could ache, they could collect hard buildup, they could become infected. But they also tell us something powerful. For most of human history, people survived without toothbrushes because their mouths belonged to a different world. A world of rough food, constant chewing, water, saliva, fingers, plant fibers, simple tools, and attention to pain. A world where cleaning was not about a bright smile, but about keeping the mouth useful enough to eat. The toothbrush did not create the need for mouth care. It made an ancient problem easier to manage. Every time you brush for 2 minutes, you are protecting one of the oldest survival machines in the human body. Because before toothbrushes, before toothpaste, before mirrors and dental chairs, the mouth had one job that mattered more than anything else. Keep chewing, keep eating, keep the body alive.